Hi everyone, this is Gail and welcome to my live stream tonight. I have been looking forward to this for a long time. So you all, if you have not subscribed yet, I want to invite you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join this Be Bodacious channel. This is probably my favorite live stream of all times because this is where I say thank you to you all for your support, for being there for the channel, for everything that you've done for me online and offline and helping me with the dog and just being there and being you all. We have John Off Grid Garage here. He is first. Hey, John, how are you? How are you? Yeah, we definitely appreciate John around here. He has helped us out so much with knowledge on our van. And I don't know that we could have done it without you, or definitely not as easily. So, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate it. Now, we have my service dog walking around here today, going in and out. So, bear with us there. Valerie Reese is in the house. Hi, Valerie. Welcome tonight. John, you've not been doing good. I'm sorry. I hope you do better. You want to tell us a little bit about what's going on there? I understand if you don't want to. I get that. So, yeah, tonight I am so excited because there is so much to talk to you all about tonight. I've got some things to show you, and I hope I don't have help getting into these bags here because I'm doing a bunch of things, and I hope you all like them. So I have specific people in mind for some of the things that I want to do. Country Living and Adventures is in. Hi, Country Living. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So what I try to do every year, not try to do, what I do every year is take the Google AdSense revenue that my channel has generated throughout all the year, and I tithe 10% of that by doing things to honor some of the people who have, just been here and helped me out. So this is all in honor of you all. Now, this year my earnings weren't that great. In fact, I'm going to see if I can pull it up easily here. It's trying to be a little evasive. So I had it here, and what happens is I get nervous and then I can't find things. So hold on here. So my channel over the last 365 days has generated $422 in income. Let me share that screen with you. So that's not a lot. I'm not a big time YouTuber. If I am, oh my gosh, think of the fun I would have with that 10%. That would be the coolest. So anyway, here I am with the earnings. So you can see $422.87. So yeah, 10% of that is about $42. So that's not a lot, but I was able to stretch it. And I think you guys are going to be pleased. Also, I've got some things that I have done for the channel that I've brought in, and I specifically set aside to be able to do this at the end of the year. So super, super stoked. Okay, let's see. We've got some different people in. Welcome tonight, you all. Let's see. We've got, let me try to back up here so I can catch everybody. Okay. Okay, John said he's not been doing good, but he's hanging in there. So I'm sorry you're not doing good. Country Living and Adventures is in. So hi, Country Living. Busy Lady is here. So hi, Busy. And John hasn't been able to walk well lately. His one leg hurts him every day. He's diabetic bad now and lost his voice almost. I typed for him. Thank you for typing for him. John, I'm sorry. I hope you get to feeling better. Let me make a note of this too so I'll know what to pray for. So, okay, so I wrote that down. Busy says she appreciates my support too. Thank you, Busy. You're a sweetheart. And we've got Women's Station Channel. Hi, Lori. Gail read my last thing. Yeah. Hi, Peter Parker. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. So, you all, welcome. So, I'm just going to dive right in. One of the things I want to do, okay, I have Hashimoto's disease now, along with being a diabetic. And Women's Station Channel says hi. Okay, so that was country living. Country living, I'm with you there on that, on both. I've had Hashimoto's for a long time. I've been on thyroid medication because of it since I was a teenager. So I hear you. That can be a real. I'm not going to say the word I almost did, but that can be a pain. So I'm sorry that you're there too. Women's Station Channel. Welcome, Lori. Welcome. Okay, so I'm just going to dive right in. Women's Station Channel. You're up first. I've got your book here. This is the one you sent. Whoa! How many things can I knock over? Wow. Okay. So, Women's Station Channel wrote this book, Finding Passion Through Truth. I think you all saw it. I did the unboxing on it, and she signed the inside of it for me. Gail, thank you for your love, knowledge, and support in making my life better. Love, your friend, Lori Jean Panelia. So, what I want to do in her honor for writing the book, and also I have a friend, Nancy, and Greenie Monster. What I want to do, because you all are all three into women's empowerment and encouragement, so what I want to do is I want to purchase a copy of Lori's book right here. And Lori, you're going to have to help me out here. I found your link on Amazon. Yay! It's on Amazon. So I want to donate it to a domestic violence program. And I would like for you, Lori, to choose what domestic violence program you want your book to go to. I'm doing this in honor of you and Greenie Monster and my friend Nancy. So we're going to start with that. Oh, busy lady, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Thank you. I would have forgotten that. Ooh, Peter, I'm sorry. I'm going to write that down too. Oh, no, I've already got that written down. Awesome. Awesome. So she sent me a trafficking link. I will do that. So that's awesome. Actually, I don't have down that he's in hospice, just that he's sick. So let me add this to it. I've got that down too. So, all right. So, yeah, because encouragement is so important, and I hope that that's part of what this channel is. I know I get into some crazy adventures, right, with the van, where I get stopped with this crazy starter problem and all kinds of things. But I hope that even with that, the fact that I got through it, I hope does provide some encouragement, because I think it's important to be positive, no matter what kind of stuff that you're going through. Everything's not going to be positive all the time, but if you can just kind of be positive for the fact that you got through the day, or that you were able to just sometimes just it's a big thing to just get out of bed in the mornings. So, those are positive. So we have to, balance everything out. I think some of you all know that I went through a really crappy time for a while in my life. And so that's where some of this comes out of. Let me go back into the chat here. Country living adventures. We live in one of the most traffic areas. It's really bad in Northwest Georgia. It's on the news a lot. Yes, it is. It is. And you're part of that kind of 75 pipeline, Florida on up to 75, then over to 40 in Ohio and Las Vegas. There's actually, anyway, that's probably more than anybody wanted to know. But, yeah, so that's where I will donate it wherever you sent me the link. and I appreciate that. So what I've got, let's see, would you like some for your organizations out there, Country Living? Okay, so you two can talk about that. See, that's YouTube gets a bad rap, but there's so many like really positive things like this that just happened. So yeah, network, do it, do it, do it. While we're kind of on that theme, let me get it. Oh no. Ow. All right. So some of you all know that I do. It's okay. It's all right. Yeah, you can. It's okay. I'm fine. I made a weird noise. Pipsy goes shooting off, and he has gone to get my husband. So he thinks I'm not okay, but I really am. Anyhow, yeah, you're back. Okay. See, I told you I was okay. All right. So some of you all know that I do Ipsy. It's just something fun that I like to do for myself. So what I have done is Ipsy every month sends you a cosmetic bag along with the makeup. So what I've done is I have saved all of these, and I have 14 of them. So that tells you I've been saving for a while. And I have 14 of these. In each of these, I have put makeup items. So each one has 3 items of makeup in it. I'm also going to add some candy in it, probably some peppermints. And some things I've saved from Ipsy, and then some things I've bought and added to because I wanted it all to balance. So what I'm doing is these are going to go to a women's shelter. It's a transition home. You all may have heard me mention it. It's called Women at the Well. It's down in McMinn County, Tennessee, kind of off the beaten path a little bit. But they do a tremendous amount of work for the ladies. They give them life skills in lots of different areas, from how to fill out a job application and how to get and keep a job. But really, they're designed for women who are trying to overcome controlling or life challenging obstacles. Women can stay there. I think it's for 18 months now. It used to just be like 12 months or whatever. But the women at the well do a good job. So, in honor of my friend Julia and Samelia's World and Amber, I am donating these, and something I have not done yet, but I'm going to add, and I've just lost track of time here, but I'm adding a piece of jewelry into each of these makeup and cosmetic bags. I had some of the beads left over after doing the fundraising to get the dog. So I put some earrings and some bracelets and things together. So those are going into the cosmetic bags. And this will be part of the ladies' Christmas. And for some ladies that might come in late or whatever, it will comprise a fair amount of their Christmas, unfortunately. But it's something. Please do. Peter Parker is saying he will update next week. Thank you. Please do, because we care. And let's see. The well used to be in our county, but shut that location down. I will be glad to, due to a lack of funding. Oh, wow. Yeah, that was actually a separate organization, but they did a lot of really good work also. Really, definitely helped women, and I hate that funding shut them down. That is a challenge that all nonprofit agencies are having. And so it's really important to support them, because what happens is when the economy was super down, that puts the most stress and strain on the agencies at a time when they also have the most demand. So, yeah, it's challenging. It's challenging. But anyway, also on the jewelry realm, and I cannot show you this because I had to send it off, but um, if you all know Gail at Gail Southern Living, she also has a ministry called the Broken Hearts Ministry. So she works with homeless women and also does a whole lot of good. So if you want to check out her channel, I'm sure she would appreciate it. But, several of you all have liked my jewelry and encouraged me with that. So, Amber, Lori, Melissa, TJ Bell's Designs, Tanya Lambert. I mean, y'all know who you are. I've tried to jot some notes down too, so I didn't forget anything, but it's really, really hard. Sparkle by Monica, you all, in your honor, I sent 20 pairs of earrings down to Gail Southern Living for her Broken Hearts ministry. And I had to, the reason you all can't see them is because I had to go ahead and put those in the mail to make sure she got them in time for their Christmas extravaganza, their party. And so hopefully she'll mention it on her channel. But that's just something else I wanted to do, because if we can feel good about ourselves, then there you go. Let's see. They even shut down the homeless shelter here. There's nothing here now. It's sad. We need something here. Yeah, I think that your area either has to go to Chattanooga or Atlanta for a lot of services. I can't believe I still remember that. Aw, she has them put up. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you like them, but you don't have to put them up. Wear them. Wear them. Enjoy them. Aw, Valerie, thank you. She says it's really nice of me. I'm doing all of this as a thank you to you all for supporting me. So to me, it's not really about being nice. It's just about giving back. And it's just really important to me to do that. Hold on just a second. What are you eating? You are he's disemboweling his toy over here. No, no, no. No, no, no. So finally, somebody gets to be uncrated, and he's doing better. You want to stand? Good boy. Sit. Can you all see him? Yeah, you can see him a little bit. So he he gets to be out of the crate now, and in about 2.5 more weeks, he gets to do all the normal doggy things: running, jumping, playing, all of those things. No more service dog mobility work. He'll still be able to do diabetic alerts, go get my husband if I have a problem, come and help me if I start coughing and having an asthma attack. So he can still do all of that. He just can't help me walk. But he's a lot better. Uh-oh, I just dropped that. But he's a lot better. The shockwave treatment really helped. Except now we're taking out our angst by chewing up some of our toys. I'm just going to put it over here on your mat. Okay, go to bed. You want to come back over here? There you go. So, all right. Oh, thank you, Busy. Thank you. And in honor of all y'all's support with Tipsy here. What are you doing? Okay, you're playing now. I have a couple of things that I'm going to offer 2 different places. I have a gentle leader For those of you who know anything about dogs, if you've ever been out and seen a dog with it's it's not a muzzle, but people sometimes think it's a muzzle, but it's a leader, and it goes like right behind or basically his snout, and it just helps turn the head any which way it needs to go. So I'm going to hold up the picture so you can see it better. So this I'm going to see about donating to an animal rescue group. And hopefully they'll be able to give it out to one of the animals that might get adopted, or maybe even use it with their group. That however they use it, that's going to be up to them. But I'm going to donate it to a group. Hopefully I'll be able to do a video, but you never know. Sometimes for privacy and so forth, you can't do that. So anyway, that's where he's going. Yeah, he is doing so much better. Now, this didn't fix his actual problem. What the shockwave treatments did was it got him out of pain. So he is not, whenever you touch his back, he's not jerking anymore like he did. So it was a combination of the 6 weeks of crate rest and the shockwave treatments and the referrals. Unfortunately, to really fix the problem, they're saying they think it's a spinal condition. So in order to fix it, it's going to be starting with an MRI, and then the neurology referral, and then surgery, and then we're looking at months of crate training and him not being able to run and jump and play. So, and all of that may be temporary. So it's been tough. The GoFundMe has been hugely helpful because his insurance is denying everything. The other day, they allowed $75, 2 vet visits, 2 days in a row, and for the second time, and they allowed $75 out of those charges, which went to the deductible. So far, insurance has actually not paid a penny. If y'all ever have pet insurance, it is just as convoluted as human insurance. So hold on just a second. He's back to shredding. I don't want him eating stuff and getting sick. So come here. Go find Dad. Oh no, you got into the yard. I have my back turned for 2 seconds. I haven't even talked to Valerie about the yarn yet. Are you a mess tonight? Are you? All this pent up energy. So, because he's been in the crate and not been able to get out and play, and still not able to get out and play, he has this overabundance of energy. Oh, I see what you're doing here. Okay, thank you. That was good brain. And it's causing him to get in a little bit of trouble. So let you go find Dad. Dad, he is coming your way. I'm okay. But I sent him to find you, so you guys can play fetch. So hopefully they'll play fetch. So anyway, he's got a lot of pent up energy because he hasn't been able to go to the dog parks or out for walks. And now he's able to start building up to that. And she said, give him 3 weeks of really being out of the crate and starting walking. So next week we'll start walking him. And then the week after that, he'll get to run and play a little bit. Then if he's still doing good, then he'll be able to just be a dog again. So anyway, in the meantime, he's a dog all over the place. So yeah. I don't know. And let's see. Country Living says they don't have a dog anymore. She has a cat now. Saved her from the pound. 5 weeks old. She's 7 months now. That is so cool. And she's a tabby cat, like the one who slept with Jesus when he was a baby. So she's like a special cat. That is so cool. I hope you have a lifetime of fun in addition to a lifetime of love. And hey, we've got Step Van Dan. Hello and big hugs from Minnesota. So hello to you too. Hi and welcome. Welcome. So, okay, you all. So this is going to go to an animal rescue group. And hopefully they will find a really good use for it. And then, okay, y'all, I have a leash and street lead that are in collar. These are really, really super heavy. I did a video for Let's Perfect. So let's perfect our walking. Let's perfect our behavior. It was by Let's Perfect. Really good product. I was super impressed with it. So what I've done is I have this set, and I'm going to offer it to the Canine Police Department. They're all the time needing different things. If you all saw my video, then you saw that it's really super heavy, and it's really bigger than what I need for Pipsy. So it's got the heavy metal clamps on it, and it swivels. So I'm going to offer this set to the police department for their canines. Failing that, I'm going to ask the sheriff's department. And then if they don't need it, then it's going to go to the same animal rescue group that this is going to go to. So everybody who's helped me or encouraged me or had anything to do with the service dog, there you go. That's in your honor for both of these. Super excited. Super excited, you all. And when it comes to van life, thanks. Again, this is just, I view it as giving back. Okay. I view it just as giving back. And so when it comes to van life, y'all know I really like my little mini griddle. You know, I love it. So I am also going to donate a mini griddle over to the women's shelter. So in case some of the women there need it. So that's where the mini griddle is going to go. Whoops. I got to make a note on here. Okay. I realized I misspelled something when I was writing the notes about prayer. So anyway, that's where the mini griddle is going to go. But I'm just getting started. Okay. Because y'all are awesome and you deserve this. So yay to you all. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and let's talk about Valerie for a minute. Valerie, you're on the hot seat. You are on the hot seat. And I don't know if you're going to want this or not, but what Pipsy just brought me a few minutes ago now has teeth marks on it. It's yarn. I've got a couple of these yarns. They're the soft, fuzzy kind of acrylic yarn. They were just super soft. So I've got several of these. Whoa, there's some more. And they're not going to fit in this envelope. But Valerie does knitting, and she is all the time making things and donating them and making people's lives better with her knitting. So, Ms. Valerie Reese, if you can use this yarn, which I think you can, I'm going to send it to you. You don't mind Pipsy's love on them. Okay. Well, it's the one that's got the broken label. I'll tape it back together because I'll need to help hold it. Oh, it's got a dog hair on it. Hold on. So anyway, yeah, he definitely left some dog hair love on it. That's the only one he got a hold of. So I'll pack that right back in here just for now. I'll get these out in a few days. You probably are not going to get them before Christmas, but they'll be on their way in a couple of days. I'm just going to stick them in here to kind of help hold them together. Valerie, actually, I've been doing some loom knitting, and I have some odds and ends of yarn. Can you use anything like that? If you can, let me know, and I'll just stick it in the box. But if you can't use the odds and ends, then that's fine. So, all right. Also, while I'm on the subject of Valerie, okay, I tried learning to knit and crochet, but I'm not good at it. Oh, you can use the odds and ends. Okay, I will include those. Awesome. Let me make a note. Now, odds and ends, okay. All right. So I made the note. So, a friend of mine named Liz and Laurel with Candy the Wee Service Dog have really encouraged me to learn how to do the loom knitting. And that's been something I can do when I'm out in the van or in the RV. And it's just kind of nice and soothing. And Country Living and Adventures, Amber, you might want to check into it because it's really easy. Really easy. So, Valerie, remembering that you sponsor kids sometimes at Christmas, I have 2 girls that I'm sponsoring, teenagers, because they were kind of getting left out of everything. Their family, I think, kind of views them too old sometimes when they're teens and don't get them Christmas. So I've got 2. And what I've done is I've made a toboggan, pink and white toboggan, and a pink and white loom knit scarf. So she's got the set, which I hope she likes. And I've got a pair of slippers for her, and I've got another couple of things coming if Amazon can get it here. I've also got some jewelry pieces that I did for them, and some makeup. And I included, because you know how teen girls are always wanting makeup and stuff, or at least my girls did when they were teens. If Stellar Piper was here, she could, vouch for that. So I made sure I got some nail stuff for them, as well as, the other makeup. So, Valerie, these girls are sponsored kind of in your honor, and I made a couple of little ornaments. Busy lady, you love the Dollar Tree. I love the Dollar Tree. So these little things, part of this came from the Dollar Tree, and I made the ornaments for the girls. So I was thinking about you when I did that. And Valerie says, great job on the knitting. Thank you. I'm working on the other set for the other girls. So one's got pink and white, and the other one's got purple and white. So that's coming. Put that right down there in the bag. Fortunately, Pipsy did not get his mouth on these. I would have been pretty upset. And he's at the door, so if you hear whining, that's why. I hear John coming to get him again. Okay. Since he's been out, all he's wanted to do is be right with me. So there you go. Now, Melissa, I was also thinking of you, busy lady, thinking of you. And if you guys are familiar with Planet Emo, She's a really neat YouTuber. She's from the UK, and she is really big into learning and education. In fact, she's learning to speak another language just for the fun of it. So this is probably like her third or fourth language. Really neat person, really neat channel. So, thinking about you all, I bought books for a traveling library, a lending library that we have here. Do y'all remember the bookmobile that we used to have in some places? It was kind of like that. It's on the honor system. So people can go get a book, have it out however long they want to, take it back. Sometimes they have an extra book they might want to put in, but it's been really good. So I'm going to try to get some footage of that, or of me giving it to the lady, just so y'all can see. So yeah, it's called loom knitting, and you just need a loom. Let me see if I can pull it up here. I got a set. I'll just show you a photo right quick. I can post a link over in the Facebook group, but this is a loom I got. You can see I purchased it October 10. Wasn't real thrilled with some of the yarn that's in there, so I would just, I don't know where that went. There it is. I would just probably not use the yarn. Honestly, I tried it and it wasn't it was good to get started with, but it wasn't the best quality. So like it bled in the wash. And so, yeah, I'd skip the yarn, but this has been a great set otherwise, just saying. All right. So with these books, I got a combination of adult and kids. So this one, otherwise known as Possum, it says brilliantly crafted characters that are not so much three-dimensional as four-dimensional, because like her, the main character, they continue on in time. Dwelling in your heart, it says. So I was thinking this one for kind of a youth. Two for adults, Touched by the Sun. And this is about Carly Simon's friendship with Jackie Onassis Kennedy. Or Jackie, you know who I mean. I think I butchered her name, the order. And this one, Colin O'Brady, The Impossible First. My husband, I just about had to rip this out of his hands, because this is about somebody who crossed the Antarctic alone, and he's familiar with this writer, so really liked it. And then I got some kids' books so we can help encourage kids to read. So I'm hoping that as the kids get books and they can see their parents getting books, hopefully they'll be encouraged to read too. So I was thinking about you all when I got that. Whoops, put this in the back. And these are Nancy Drew, Mickey Mouse, Prince and the Pauper, Aladdin, and The Stars in the Sky. So it's talks about friendship in here and stars, and things they can see in the night sky, like alphabet letters made out of stars, constellations, things like that. So there you go. So I've got that, and I have really, really stretched the budget on here. I'm so proud. I've been doing this for a little while, catching things on sale and stuff. So I'm still under the $42 mark that I was aiming for. But don't worry. I fixed that with the next trip to the store. And that is, I was thinking about Mel and some other people who have a heart for people who are in poverty. And this food pantry that I mentioned earlier, one of the things I really like about it is it's open 24/7. People can just go, they can get whatever they want to that's in the pantry. There's no signups or anything like that. People just go and get it. So what I did was I got some food to go in that, and I did a YouTube shorts about it. Let me see if I can pull it up. I can't find it quickly. I've got so many shorts up, but anyway, somewhere in the long list of shorts that I've done shows the pantry, and I'll do another video when I go to put this stuff in. So all of the stuff, something that you want to do if you're buying for people who are homeless or in their cars or have a food shortage in general, is you want to buy things that they don't have to add a lot of stuff to. So like if you want to donate a cake mix, fine. Look to make sure that the cake mix only needs water or only needs oil, and then donate the oil, if you can. If you go to do, for example, spaghetti, get a spaghetti, but also get a sauce that they can give out as one unit together so a family can have dinner. Because what can happen is you donate a cake mix and they don't have any of the other ingredients to make that cake mix. Or you donate spaghetti and they may not have anything to put on that spaghetti to make it a meal. Macaroni and cheese. Everybody likes those little powder boxes of macaroni and cheese. But with that powder, you have to have the milk and you have to have the butter. So it costs a little bit more, but it's so much better to go ahead and get the deluxe mac and cheese that's got the cheese pouch with it, because what they need is right in here all together. So I got some of that. I got some canned soup. I got the cream of, because y'all, if you're Southern or know anybody who's Southern, we Southern women can whip up any kind of casserole you can think of, with 2 cans of cream of something. If we have veggies, we've got it. If we don't, then we have soup. So I'm going to set this over here and kind of talk to you a little bit about it so y'all can see what we did here. And let's see. Well, I hope this adds some light. So, all right. So with this, I also got a reusable tote bag. Because something else too, Stella really helped to bring my attention to this. But when she worked with street kids, they were all the time asking for reusable tote bags. The reason for that is the kids needed something to be able to take their food home in, and the plastic bags kept bursting. So let me move this so y'all can see. And let's see. Women's Station Channel says, yes, Gail. Okay. And Country Living says, our food banks are open 3 days a week for 4 hours. Wish we had 24-hour food banks. Okay. This is not a real big food bank. It's really designed to get people over the hurdle to get them where they can go to the food bank. And a lot of the food out of this particular pantry is eaten immediately. So like on site and in the parking lot. Yeah. But there are other people who come and they're in a slightly better situation and they have food that they can take home. So another reason that I got the cans when I did, here you go, Pop Top. If you're going to buy and get something for a food pantry, get pop tops, because homeless people don't always have can openers. And if you get it in a can and they're on the streets, then they can put this whole can, take the label off, and set the whole can in the fire and still have something hot for dinner. So always do pop tops. So anyway, Walmart had a sale, which was really nice. So 2 mac and cheese, some soup. I got tomato, cream of chicken, another tomato. I wanted to get something a little sturdier than like chicken noodle. That's mostly broth. So, got that, but I'm not done because I was so excited to find this next thing. All right. This just came to my attention. Thank you, Van Life. Whoops, I'm going to sit down a second. My hip hurts. Thank you, Van Life, for making me aware of products that are out there that I wouldn't recognize, I would never think about in general. And one of those, and y'all be amazed at how much stuff carries over, like the knowledge from Van Life really informs some of my food choices that I buy, not just for myself, but for the pantry. And this is something that's awesome in my book. So we have these little cereal cups. And I know everybody's used to cereal cups, but these are special. They're a little pricier, but Walmart had a bunch of these marked down to 50 cents each. So I pretty much cleaned out all they had that was on sale. So this, what's special about this is you fill it with water to this line, and it's already got the milk and everything included. So it's the cereal and milk. So people just add water to it, and they've got cereal with milk right there. So I was really super stoked about it. But normally, these things are like $1.98 each. So it's not something you're going to buy a whole lot of. But at 50 cents each, like I said, I bought out all the rest of what they have. And the Walmart also, one of the reasons why I got so much of the tomato soup is because they had the tomato soup on sale for 60 cents a can. So there you go. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I got 10 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cans of soup and the macaroni and cheese. So that put me over budget, but I am totally fine with that. So that plus saving a couple of things. And this I picked up for just a couple of bucks. So, yeah, I think actually about 5, but that's okay. What do y'all think? This is in your honor. So, just a huge thank you for everything that you all do and have done, and the friendship and the love and the support for the dog and the support for the trip to Alaska. I mean, that was amazing. And Valerie can vouch for me. That was an incredible trip. So I just want to say thanks. And let's see what all we got here. Yeah, she's on the food pantries. Check and see if some of your churches have it. Some churches call it a blessing box. So, and Busy says she uses cream soups a lot. She makes slop. Okay. Handheld can opener would be a good thing to donate as well. Yes. That's a good idea. Just make sure you get a sturdy handheld can opener, because there's nothing more frustrating, like with us at home. We get frustrated as heck when those can openers break. But if you're homeless and you're looking forward to having that can of soup and you're heating it up over a fire and your can opener breaks and you can't get the lid off, that's a problem. So if you're going to donate one, which is a fabulous idea, just get one that's not going to bend in your hand. Unless Country Living says, yes, great idea. Donate handheld can openers to the homeless would be a great tool to have. I agree. Tuna also, healthy and cheap. Throw it in with the deluxe mac and cheese. That's a good idea. Unfortunately, they didn't have the tuna as cheap as I would have hoped. But then I saw the cereals, and I thought, if somebody is living out of their car, they can have breakfast before they go to work. Kids, if they don't have stuff at home and they're trying to feed the kids, they can have, at least have cereal before school or when they come in afterwards and stuff. But yeah, tuna is great because it normally is inexpensive and it's so versatile. And you can make some really good killer casseroles too with tuna. Just saying. Yeah, the missions trip was awesome. It was. And let's see. Our church collects food and delivers into a local food pantry. That's great. That is awesome. Now, I will tell you about some of the larger food banks. They actually take the food that you give them and they sell it. And that's how they cover their operating expenses. So they'll sell it to like the smaller food pantries at a certain amount per pound. And they just have to do that to cover their operating expenses. And they also ask for memberships. So I don't begrudge them. I think that's great. But I like supporting the smaller pantries because the food banks go into the larger pantries. There's usually like some kind of qualification that people have to go through or some kind of paperwork and stuff. And with a small pantry, like this one, it's not something I have to worry about. And I didn't want to have to worry about that, So it goes, it's 24/7. Anybody can get it at any time. And I really like that. And so I was thinking about you all and some of the things that we've talked about in the past. And that was something that came up actually on a live stream. Somebody brought up a problem that they had with getting food because they didn't have their documents with them on that particular day. So that's when I decided to really look into what other options were out there. And as far as doing this in y'all's honor, I wanted to make sure that I could give it to a place that wasn't going to have any kind of barrier so people could get it easily. So I did think about you all for that too. So, good. All right, let's see. Ramen noodles are inexpensive and easy to cook also. Yeah, they are. And you can take tuna and you can toss them in with those ramen noodles and have a really nice, health. Well, I don't know about how healthy, but it's a little more filling, and you can do that with ramen. And even my husband, he likes spam, and he likes spam with his ramen. Now, I don't understand that, but like when we went in the van and we were traveling across the continent to drive to Alaska, I had to make sure we had spam because that's what he liked and what he wanted. So, hang on, I'm going to turn off some of these lights behind me here so I can see you all better, so to speak. So, there we go. I can see you better. What happened was there was all the lights on and it was reflecting off of my monitor, so I couldn't see you. So yeah, and it, like I said, the whole van life stuff impacting some of the food choices that I make when buying has really been interesting because it's been eye opening and helpful. Like I probably would not have paid attention to these having the milk already in them. Were I not getting ready for the Alaska trip, that's where they first came to my attention. And I was like, oh, these are great. And I turned around and looked at John. I'm like, these would be awesome for a food pantry. And there we go. I've also thought, too, if I lived in a warmer climate, something that I would like to do is make solar ovens for some of the folks who are homeless. So we're not in a super warm climate, so it doesn't work too well here. But like when I was on a van life trip and I was out, went to Texas, I was able to throw some water in for tea and couscous and stuff, put it in the solar oven, went into the museum, came out, made lunch. It was great. It was great. Because you want to save, I mean, John, Amber, you guys can vouch for me here. You want to, when you're in a van and or anytime you're living on solar, you get really conscious of your power consumption. And so being able to just make that hot water for tea or make that couscous or make that rice in a solar oven, it just really makes life better. It's more helpful. And the solar ovens are made out of cardboard, foil, mylar. It's just really inexpensive materials and it's recycling. I probably did a video on that. But anyway, you get the point. So let me go over here. Country Living and Adventures says, I watch a guy on Facebook. He goes around taking money he earns from YouTube and TikTok and buys homeless people tents, sleeping bags, and winter gear and non-perishable foods and bathing goods. He's a Christian. That's cool. That is cool. I like doing the food stuff because it's easier for me to carry. But let me tell you, sleeping bags for the homeless, it's oh my goodness. I mean, that's a super big deal. And I've made the mats for the homeless out of the plastic bags that they could unroll. That seemed to be very helpful for them too. Let's see, who else have we got here? Hike with Mike. Hi. Hi, Hike with Mike. How are you? And let's see. John's saying, in Georgia, people are not getting their EBT. Oh dear. That's a problem. That's a real big problem. I hope they can get whatever's going on. I hope they can get that straightened out. Okay. Country Living and Adventure says, I can't eat ramen noodles. I'm allergic to the MSG ingredient. You can use those in a casserole. Usually the MSG, check on the label, but usually it's in that little powder flavoring packet. And you can use those, in a casserole. You can do them in the oven. I mean, lots of different things there. Cook the noodles first and then add it to something else. We used to do things like that all the time. Hike with Mike says, I always save all my pickle juice from my pickle jars. It's a great way to replenish lost salt in the hot, humid climate of Florida. I learned that from roofers. They love pickle juice. Yeah, if you are out with somebody and they start having muscle cramps, hand him the pickle juice because it's got a lot of stuff in there to help. And I found out the hard way, had major problems, and pickle juice helped. And then I was like talking to my doctor later, and I'm like, I had this problem, and you're not going to believe what helped. And he was like, well, was it pickle juice? And I was like, yeah. He was like, of course it's going to help. Lots of electrolytes in it. But he did say it was not as good as Gatorade. But that was my doctor talking to me for my situation. Who knows overall? But yeah. John's Off-Grid Garage says crock pots are great on solar. Yeah. Yeah. I likes my crock pot on solar, because in the van, I can set up the crock pot, throw my stuff in it, and drive. And when I get ready to stop, there's my meal. So, yeah. No sugar in pickle juice that I know of. Sweet pickles usually have sugar. Sweet pickles. Busy says hi. All right. So, what do you all think about this? Because this is done, I'm doing all this in y'all's honor with the food and the hats and the scarves and stuff. And, oh, yeah, I forgot to mention, doing the scarves and hats is proving to be a little addictive. So I have some extras that I am going to be talking to them at the school to see if the school would like them. So, yeah, so we've got those too. So, yeah. So, food, books, yarn, dog stuff, more dog stuff, and the kids sponsored for Christmas, and the makeup bags, and the jewelry, and there's going to be more jewelry. Are y'all okay with this? Is there something else that you'd rather see me do for next year? Let me know that either over in the Facebook group or as a comment here, because I want to do things that y'all are interested in and try to think, what might be good ways to honor you all for all of your support and help. So I hope that this has been okay. I finally got me an Instapot. I absolutely love it. I make so much in it. That is so cool. Now, how is the power draw on that Instapot? I just have to ask. I got back legs cramps and have to take a potassium supplement. Yeah. I hear you. That helps, though. That helps. So, all right, you all, thank you so much for your support and being out here and hanging out. It looks like the new time of 7:30 is working out real well. Oh, good. Good. The power draw is not that bad. Good. Yeah, something that surprised me too, I got a little air fryer, and that power draw is not as bad as I thought it would be. I thought it would be horrific, but it's not. So I don't know that I want to use it every day in the van, but it's nice to have that and have that when we're out in the RV camping and stuff. So it's good. But y'all, thank you so much for hanging out and for all of your support and help. It looks like the 7:30 time slot seems to be working out for people. So we're going to just sit on this time slot for a while and see how it goes. So I hear John rattling around in the kitchen, and I have no idea what that means, but it's not going to be good. So I'm going to pack up some of this stuff and get it ready to go and try to make some videos. And let's see. Your next investment is an air fryer because we're diabetic and we really need an air fryer. I like this little one. I think it's pretty cool. It's not big. It's like 6 quarts. It's just enough for us. I did a video on that too. Yeah, I really like it. I think I'm going to do another video on it too, though. Now that we've cooked more things in it. Yay! Busy Lady says it's all wonderful. So, all right. Good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And if you all have other ideas, I'm very serious. Let me know that. Like I said, over in either our Facebook group or over in, leave a comment down here after the live stream. So, all right. Well, thank you all again. We will next week. I'm going to be trying to do some Christmas stuff. I may get y'all's help again decorating my office. You can tell me where to put things because several of you are much better decorators than I am. Insulin and pills and it's no fun. No, it's not. Look for sales. Yeah, I got mine on a Black Friday deal. It was really good. Insulin pills no fun. No, it's not. Thank you for all you do, Gail. No, thank you all. Thank you all. So, all right. Well, you guys take care. I'll see you on some videos coming up during the week. I got a couple of shorts coming out later this week. I did a shorts. Okay, I got to tell you about this real quick, and then I'm going to go because I hear John. Somebody asked me how Pipsy does going through a car wash, and I'm like, oh, he's fine with a car wash. And they were like, oh no, dogs are never fine with a car wash. And I'm like, no, I promise you, mine is fine. So what I did was I made a video of us going through the car wash, and I had to like speed it up and, cut out some of the boring stuff. But y'all can see that Pipsy really does great in a car wash. He didn't hardly move at all. So anyway, just one of those funny things. So, all right, you all take care. I'll see you on those videos this week and Saturday at 7:30. Busy Lady says it's great. So awesome. Okay, you all take care. Good night. Always, don't forget, always be bodacious. Don't let life get in the way of living. Now I'll see y'all next week. Good night.